Hi, I'm Glenn Everitt.
Living the dream! Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about!
Master of machines. This episode, we visit a man with a 48 Chevy Pickup that's been resurrected and given a new lease of life. Gareth Egan, a man who's finally found his dream machine. Gareth, it's fantastic to be here in this magnificent man cave of yours. You've got your bar happening, you've got it all set up here.
That's right, my friends come around quite a bit. We play some pool, have the fire going, cook sausages on the pot belly. We have an absolute ball out here.
Unbelievable. The true Aussie man shed. Get the boys over and enjoy the whole thing. It's awesome, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, it is.
But the centrepiece of the collection here is this beautiful 48 Chevy Pickup. Tell us all about it.
I brought it off of an old fellow out of Gosford, which is just out of Sydney. It was originally his dad's, and it was an old workhorse out on a fig farm. They pulled it in some time ago and turned it into this beautiful beast.
It is a work of art, isn't it? I mean, it's got that rat rod sort of feel about it, it's got that patina happening, it's got that rustic sort of look and feel. But it's not just an old truck, is it? There's a lot more than meets the eye here with this truck.
That's definitely right. They've actually converted it to a modern car. They've put it on a HQ chassis, 1-tonner, which has an LS1 and a 4-speed auto gearbox with a 9-inch. Modern brakes, modern suspension, drives like a brand new car.
And the LS1 engine is just an incredible engine, aren't they? They make so much power and so fuel efficient. The things just go and go and go, don't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Now that fuel tank, it's a keg, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. It is.
That's what I call a solid fuel tank, but it's got that sort of moonshiner look and feel about it too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the guy was very creative.
I love the name on the side too.
He had his mate signwrite it, and I think that's what they come up with at the time, and it just suits the truck.
So obviously they've gone to a fair bit of trouble to build this car. How long did it take them to build it?
He reckons 4 years in a single car garage.
A lot of blood, sweat and tears, and I suppose the connection was there with his father. It would have been pretty hard for him to let it go.
It took me quite some time to convince him to sell it to me. I kept hassling him. I said, name your price. He named a price, and here she is in my shed now.
But it's gone to the right home and it's got plenty of love.
Definitely. That's going to get a lot more love, that's for sure. My wife wasn't too sure of it when we bought it. Thought it was a bad decision, but now she's seen it, now she drives it. She just loves it. I can't get her out. Drives it as an everydayer.
Jeez, isn't it great to be able to jump in something like that, turn the key, turn heads as well, drive the thing everywhere? It must be an absolute pleasure for you.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm driving this 1948 Chevy Pickup Truck. It's a heap of fun. They're a pretty epic truck, these things, dating back to 1947. This range went right through to 1954. It was called the Advanced Design Series. That's a pretty special name, isn't it? Now, the GM engineers went to a lot of trouble with these trucks. They went out and did a survey and asked a heap of pickup owners and also business owners what they'd like to see in a pickup or work truck. Now, one of the single biggest points they found was that people wanted more cabin space. They wanted comfortable seating and a truck that was rugged and tough that could do all types of jobs. Well, that's what they did. The cabin in this truck was far bigger than anything else that had been brought out before. And you can feel that now, it's so spacious inside. And a full 3-person bench seat. Yeah, that's what we need. Plenty of space for cruising. Now, they had a great little engine, these things. They're a 216.5 cubic inch 6-cylinder engine, and they pulled like a train for the day. They made 90 horsepower and 174 foot-pound of torque, and they did the job quite well. But this truck, it's a different story. She's full of LS1 love. The old 5.7, one of the best engines ever built. ever to come out of GM, I believe. Now these engines are a real favourite of mine. In fact, I spent 10 years in my shop specialising in the LS engine and hotting them up and making them go fast. The good thing about running a late model engine and a chassis like this is this truck drives like an absolute dream. It does actually drive like a late model car. Surely with the cab sitting on the chassis you do hear a few little rattles and creaks, but that's part of owning a pickup truck like this. Dynamically it steers well, it stops well, it's got the 4-speed overdrive 60 LE trans, so you've got awesome highway cruising with a 3.5 rear end. The thing has got the best of both worlds. It accelerates like a gun and cruises nicely on the highway at low cruise RPM. And you know what I like about it? It feels so comfortable inside. I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but for 1948, I'm really surprised. This truck feels so good seating position wise. Ergonomically, the steering wheel feels good, the gauges are right here, and the seat feels really comfy like a lounge chair. I could get used to this thing and I could drive it around the country and I reckon I'd get out feeling $1 million. What a truck! Imagine this, you pulled up a set of lights. Someone pulls up beside you with something fast. Then this happens. That's what I'm talking about. An old truck that looks like this. It goes like a damn rocket ship. Yeah! You know, you can cruise along, you've just got that nice V8 rumble, that V8 note. Put your foot down. It's got everything you want, absolutely everything. Fuel efficiency, power, stopping, handling, everything you'd need in a car, except it's got this old school pickup truck look. Damn, I love this car. I'd love to own it. I want to own them all. You're probably sick of hearing that, but I can't help it. That's a disease. Now, I bet all those years ago, back in the 40s, early 50s, that the original owner of this truck never thought they'd see this thing driving around in 2016, packed full of all aluminium fuel injected V8. Unbelievable. And this poor old truck sitting in that paddock there thought its life was over. Well, it's been resurrected and it's back. Bigger and badder than ever.